Greetings and salutations and welcome once again to the Capos Crusaders live at the time from Empire's Comics Vault. Yay!
Yay!
I just see all the Funkos like clapping in the boxes.
Ukatoa.
Ukatoa?
Ukatoa.
Krakatoa?
I should really loud music outside. Anyway,
Shoot.
we are your number one, allegedly, podcast, supposedly, for anything comic book, or in this case, Dungeons and Dragons related. Amy, every time, you could mute it before you open the app.
Oh, but it's Little Manderson.
I also mewed.
Anyway,
There was mewing.
we are a network of sorts for all things nerd, geek, and so on and so forth. Where you can find things like the Capos Crusaders, things like the Dame Patrol, things like Crossover,
Hey, yo.
things like Sunday Coffee with
Somebody.
someone.
He was getting dynamic new music.
Oh, it's going to be great. So, my name is, of course, David Barry, at Dr. Barry on varying social media platforms. I'm going to go technically to my left, but in orientation of the cameras, I'm not sure. But over there, we have...
Sup, y'all? I am Irminia, but you guys can call me Minnie. I am one of the lovely dames, and tonight I am also Earth 76 Estevez again. I am the Batman.
Yeah, yo.
Sweet. And are you passing the ball along?
Yes.
Oh, excellent. All right.
That was very...
Begrudgingly,
That was
sounded
Batman.
like.
All right, and I am Stephanie. You can find me at Dame of the Galaxy on Instagram, and I will be playing Wanza Maximoff, our lovely tiefling sorceress who does not have a problem with fire at all. And I'm going to pass the ball over to my fellow Dame from the Dame Patrol, Amy.
Sammy. You can find me at iJaneURobot on the varying social media platforms. Tonight, I will be playing Jessica, daughter of Jones. But also, I don't know why I became Italian.
Do that accent all night.
Yeah, Jace.
When
I
that ale
would love
hits
to
your
Jace.
tongue, that's
Also-
amore.
That's a murder. But also, before we sneak off and I pass it around, shall I wait to make our Dame announcement till we're all done with introductions? I don't know. Do you know what? Because the boys
Let's
right
just
now.
do it.
The boys right now.
We're
so,
indecisive.
So really
Yeah.
quick, because the dames are all at this table, we have a brand new spickety spankin' sponsor. We are super duper excited to have Quill and Ink Alchemical Company. You can get 15% off on 5mm and 10mm bottle fragrances. We got mine is fan fiction. Yes, it's bad. And then you have
I have one called The Golden Cat, and it has honey notes to it. And the Quill and Ink is a perfume slash, they do different sorts of scents inspired by different fandom things. Like if you have been online at all, you've probably seen certain fan fictions called My Immortal. So there's a scent inspired by that. There is also scents inspired by various gaming characters, as well as D&D classes such as clerics, rogues, and mages.
they smelled so good. The rogue smells straight out the tavern.
Do they have a
Because it
barbarian
is.
one?
There is.
There
actually.
I'll want that.
because it is an alchemical company, of course. Just because there's the law of equivalent exchange doesn't mean that you can't smell fancy.
Exactly.
Oh, heck yes.
So what was that code again, Amy?
Hot Dame.
Hot Dame.
Hot Dame. You
Hot
can
Dame.
look them up on Facebook. You can type them into the Google Quill and Ink Alchemy, and it will pop you straight to the Etsy site. Sarah's local, which means we have an awesome local sponsor, and this person that is bumping their sick tracks. I appreciate you. I'm so excited that you're
so
excited.
incredibly loud.
I know. Hot Dame. 15% off. Quill and Alchemical Company. We are so excited to have you on board. I'm going to pass it now because I took up too much time to the guy who's going to get mad at me. So I'm going to take a really long drink.
Yeah, her character's going to die tonight.
Again!
Anyway, my name is Manderson, at Son of Mander on Twitter and Instagram. And tonight I will be DMing for this hodgepodge group of awesome people that have come together in a land called Schultz. You got some things.
Before we start,
Yeah.
with sponsors.
We got sponsors.
They have sponsors. We have sponsors. We all have sponsors. Like Empire's Comics Vault.
Where we're at right now.
Our home away from home. Comics, pops, toys, pugs, hot sauce. Buy one, get one right now on the hot sauces.
If
That's
for
the
savers.
secret saver. That's the
Yeah.
secret saver deal.
If you're a saver.
If you're a saver down here at Empires, you got a super secret saver deal on
Yes.
them hot sauces.
And where is Empire's Comics Vault located, Amy?
We're at 1120 Fulton Avenue.
Sweet K.
Sacramento,
Anyway.
California.
Our other sponsors, Critical Dice. Oh, yes. Roll them, shake them, touch them.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's where I got this
Dirty
guy
berry.
Yeah.
This is that the dice box I was telling you about last time. It folds like flat,
Ooh.
and then you can just put it back together. I'm going to do that right now while we keep moving on with this.
And they have all of our dice. And you can go to the Critical Dice and use the code CAPELESS to get 15% off your purchase. Get some dice, get some hooks, get some books, so on and so forth. And our last sponsor, Beard Balm Brush. The holidays are over. The beards are in full force. Yarn beards have been sold at the conventions. It's time to get a beard balm brush. Take that beeswax, that beard balm, that oil in its beautiful little blue Koopa shell that you are chucking at the first place runner that is your face. To smooth it out, shape it, give it a wonderful scent. And you can use the code CAPELESS to get 15% off. That's that. Manderson,
Yeah, that's
take
everything.
it away.
All right, so quick recap. Last session, if you recall, we picked
I'm
up
still
with the
alive.
Crusaders after they had just slain the exiled queen of Omu, Zalcor.
deserved
They
it.
Yeah.
tried to loot things, but they destroyed too many things, including a Black Lotus. They continued to explore the ruins and found a secret compartment that held love letters between Zalcor and Thirutaya, the general, and also a confession of what Zalcor did and that she still loved Thirutaya even though he was dead, and then she would have to live with regret. They then left the compound, satisfied with their explorations.
Not really.
And made that, well, mostly, apparently. They made their way back to the boats, and for the first time when they got in the boats, they rolled really well on their,
we did.
on their survival check.
Me
But
and the
they
Batman totally
lost
got that.
track of time, and the sun soon set. And off to the corner of the shore of the river that they were on,
where it got
a
creepy.
creepy little voice
Oh God, no.
came out of the darkness, and they look over, and there was a cute little girl just standing on the edge.
Don't
of the,
like it.
But then it turned out to not be a cute little girl, but a zombie witch who commanded her horde of zombies to start flooding across the river, causing a panic. Thankfully, Alex thought quickly, summoned some lightning, and just started electrocuting them all to death. But the horde could not be stopped, and they soon had to abandon their boat. They ran across a field and found themselves through the forest in an empty field with a giant wall that kind of went in a circular fashion. This is where we pick up. They ran up to this wall, 20 feet tall, and there was a 5-foot opening in it, and they run in, and as they run in, they hear somebody kind of like hacking or something like that and yelling, hey, let me go. And that's where we're going to pick up. What do you guys want to do?
I would also like to put in there, Lara shifted into the Badger to lead
did.
us in there because we knew
Yes.
not
Nothing.
which direction to go to.
Yeah,
I was mostly sober at that junction.
Yeah.
which is
Uh,
unusual.
I would like to say that I
What?
am ill for one session and things go terribly is what I learned.
We spent way too much time like looting and stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like down the river, zombies, lightning, like 10 minutes. It was insane.
It worked out really
It was
well.
delightful.
So much fun. Amy, you have powdered sugar all over your face, or cocaine. Anyway,
Oh my goodness. Amy.
It's the debris of those zombies.
just picturing, so
She's just
it's
snorting
the dust
zombies.
is people.
If
Did I get it?
No.
you've made your way into these ruins that are kind of overgrown with vines and plants. They're about 20. The walls are about 20 feet tall. As you head in, there's an immediate left turn, and from there it kind of winds around, and that's where you hear the noise and the yelling coming from that direction.
You were in the front, right? Okay.
Badger's in the front.
Yeah, I was,
Except-
being,
in the middle.
I was being the sniffing
I
badger.
suppose so.
Right,
In
and
the
then
middle.
I was coming up the back because I was the
You were last.
lightning
You're-
bolting. It was so much fun.
You were attacking the
Lightning.
darkness, and it was working.
Attack the darkness. All
Are
right,
we
cool.
calling out for the sound, or what are we doing? Because we hear the hey, let me go.
I think we're gonna.
Hearken! Do you guys hear that, or is it just my medication?
I
kicking
think
in?
we're just gonna run towards it because we don't have any options because we're
Yeah.
still being chased by hordes of
Well,
zombies.
I'm pretty sure Badger would have stopped.
drop, settle down, open
Yeah,
up shop.
stopped, collaborated, and listened, and then ran in that direction. So
the badger's
Okay,
back.
so you're heading
Yeah.
that direction.
Back again.
You head about 10 feet, and the path kind of turns to the right and does a U-turn. And as you come around, you realize you've entered into a maze.
Ooh.
The walls are all overgrown with with foliage and thorns, and on some of the thorns are extremely large, and you can see that impaled on there are other undead zombies. And as you kind of get close, they start trying to claw at you, but they're stuck, and they can't get to you. And suspended probably about 15 feet up in the air, in what looks like some sort of mess of vines that are kind of wriggling and writhing together. You see a figure. It's too obscure to see who or what it is at this point, but you can tell that he is struggling and he is fighting hard. And joining us tonight to play the special guest is my buddy, good friend of the show, Travis Winstead. If you caught our Instagram Live, my running mate for President 2020.
Yes, Winderson.
Yellow.
Oh yeah, that kind of gave away the secret that he.
We kind of did, yeah. That's
Man,
fine.
he did not-
Ah, gosh. Well,
All right. So
Hey there.
What's up?
Hey,
he's
welcome.
he's trapped. You are all not trapped.
best of luck to you.
Starting off
How,
dead.
Fun fact, he's also a zombie.
So he's wrapped up in vines.
that are
Yes.
moving.
So,
No.
so-
you can try the talkie thingy, but I don't know if it'll work.
so Swamp Citizen,
Yeah.
can you sweet talk the vines?
Oh, you
perhaps?
want me to talk to the plants before you light them on fire? Is that what's happening, Wanza?
I feel like I was just kind of,
You were pressured by the dwarf.
I was in the moment. She threw it towards me.
I'm over it. I'm over it. Yes, I will gladly talk to the vines.
Thank you.
I speak for the
Me
trees.
and Growly are mad at you.
I'm sorry, you burned a beautiful, rare plant, last of its kind, for no reason.
You didn't collect the plant firstly. You were trying to stabby something.
I
Hey,
was.
speaking of last of its kind, can we help a person?
Yeah. All right.
That was your Batman.
You're just
Batman
helpful
voice?
for
that
Up
was more.
there like,
that was more my badger because she's like
Okay.
half full beast right now.
Okay, that's
I like
good.
it. I was also working on my swamp thing, my swamp citizen voice. So I'm glad we're starting voices. Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk to the vines. Try to talk to the vines.
Okay.
Friends.
Are you Aquamaning the vines?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Go with it. Nobody knows.
Okay.
Friends, can you release this helpless man?
You get nothing back.
Ah, crap.
As you reach out, though, you can feel that what was once something of the green has now been overtaken by the rot.
Okay.
That was actually
Can
really
I
cool.
try?
Gross.
Can I give you a high five for that? That was really cool.
All right.
you.
So you Swamp Citizen, you got nothing.
I sigh, look at you, and I say, burn it.
Okay. May I do a perception check to see if there is like a core or like bundle that I can burn, so I'm not just hitting it right at him? Maybe something that will like make it pull back away from him.
Yeah. Go
She
ahead.
liked the heart of the
Afraid
cards.
you didn't light me on
Let's
fire.
make it a perception's good.
Okay.
I say burn it, and you're just like, what?
You're like, no, don't burn me.
I'm sorry?
Don't burn me.
Let me go back to
Meanwhile, I'm gonna stand here and just keep hugging Growly. We're safe here.
So you think from behind you? I'm just kidding.
11.
11. It looks like vines, and his. Yeah, it looks like vines.
Question:
Vines.
Tell me what you think
Are
about me.
the vines along the walls? Are they also moving, or are they just very thorny?
They're very thorny and
very
very
thorny.
prevalent.
Apparently
and
they
they've
haven't
been there
gotten
a
so
while.
But there's zombies reaching out from him, right?
Yes, I mean
Always
some of the
impaled on
zombies
them.
like impaled through the head or not, but they're not very many zombies. It's like you've come through and passed maybe 2, and you've traveled maybe 50 feet through this thing.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yep, go for it.
Are the vines zombie vines?
He said they were overtaken by the
You
rock.
can go ahead and roll a nature check.
While you're trapped.
Vines.
Your first check is just to perceive if you're being
I mean,
squashed by zombies.
So 19
get
from
it.
you.
19. They are zombie vines.
Cool.
Zombie.
Zombie.
Oh my gosh, no.
I couldn't help it. He did
I
it first.
veto.
Minnie, you were gonna say something?
Well, so I feel that Bryce would just sit here looking at Wanza and Swamp Citizen arguing back and forth, and the badger just sitting there growling at the nearest zombie. So I think I want to see if perhaps the Batman could parkour up there and try to cut him down with a batarang.
Ooh,
Okay.
dang.
No.
Make a acrobatics check.
Parkour.
With
Parkour, parkour.
advantage?
No.
I want to give her my no. I will donate Growly to give advantage.
What?
I'm not doing anything. Don't mess with my
It was
Growly.
a valiant thought, but nope.
Mean.
That's a natural 20 brought to you by Critical Dice. So that brings us to a 26.
Okay. Yeah, he finds his footing on the vines and makes it up as if he was just like walking upstairs. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Parkour.
I'm sorry. Where is that pin/button when you need it?
This critical one was brought to you by
No.
Critical Dice.
Like backflip and then slice. Nothing.
So, did you want an attack roll or like an initiative roll?
That was an attack roll.
An attack roll. So that is
That was also classically
7.
Steve's. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that was wonderfully Bat
that's-
Citizen.
You're welcome.
That misses. So you swipe and the vine kind of like wriggles out of the way and then comes back through and yeah. Let's actually, now that you have actually attacked it, let's roll initiative
Fuddruckers.
Oh no.
Fuddruckers has hamburgers.
14.
I mean,
and let's start. Anybody 20 plus?
Well,
oh, that's cards. So, hang
14.
on.
It's gonna be a
that's
6 from me,
okay,
dog.
I'm moving
Oh,
this
gee.
bag because it keeps.
All right. So nobody's 20 plus. 15 to 20.
I have
Hang on. I have to roll for 2 characters.
13.
13.
It was just initiative, yeah.
Yeah.
It was 14.
So 18 for Bryce.
Okay.
nice.
17 for Lara.
Ooh.
17, and
Nice.
then
And then the trapped citizen that we have no idea of whom is.
Alex had a 14,
Mhm.
as did. Okay, Alex.
Yes.
Pretty sure it's Dazzler, you guys.
and Jessica 14.
That would be
don't know.
delightful.
The best. I'm totally down.
That's why hanging.
And you, what did you
Above
have?
Can you make a
That's gonna be 6.
6.
bard that
Okay.
uses like hard sound, like hard light, like
All right. So top of the round, we're gonna go back with the Bat Citizen.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far up
I
was
didn't
that?
download action music again.
dun,
Sorry,
How far up was that?
it's about 15 feet.
15 feet. Okay, so now I'm assuming the Bat Citizen is falling 15 feet.
Oh.
I mean, did you just swipe? I was gonna. I was.
Were you assuming
you're
that
up
he was
there.
landing?
You swiped,
Okay.
but you
Yeah.
didn't fall,
Okay.
technically.
Okay, cool. So then the Bat Citizen will, mama, and then try to cut again.
Okay.
be power Zorro.
All right, with the Batarang. Boop-a-doop. Okay, see, that's much better. That is 21.
Nice.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Sweet.
Does the sheet say D4 or D6?
D6.
Good.
Good.
So that is a 6.
Okay, 6 damage.
Mhm.
All right. Math is hard sometimes.
That's my
It shouldn't be that hard this soon. Stay in school, kids. That'll take us to. Oh, you want to describe how that? Oh, you're a monk, so you still have more things to do.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
I was just going to see how many key points Bryce has.
He should have 7 now.
Should have said.
'Cause
Okay,
he's a
then
level.
Bryce is going to spend a key point
Okay.
and use the flurry of bows.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get 2 more.
Pow.
So that is 18,
Okay, that hits.
and then do you want me to roll twice for both?
Just,
both
yeah,
hits?
it'd be an attack hit for each blow, and then damage for each blow.
Right.
So
okay. So the first one hits. Second one, I'm assuming does not. Is 11.
That does miss.
Oh, okay. Sweet. So. Yeah, that's right. So that's a 4 for the one attack.
Okay. All right, and then you still should have 1 more attack because you attacked with a monk weapon. You'd get an extra attack for that anyway,
Dang.
Nice.
in addition to your flurry of
Sweet,
blows.
sweet. Okay, let me.
Every time
Mark
you say
off a key.
Fury of blows, I just think of the sumo wrestler from Street Fighter.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what he's doing,
Yeah.
just with a batarang in his mouth. Just.
Yeah. Yeah. Hitting the car. Anyway.
So this is an unarmed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, which is still a D6.
Right.
for a monk.
Well, I need to roll to hit.
Correct. Yeah. Sorry.
19.
That hits.
Noise. Sorry.
That is a 4 again.
Okay.
Noise.
All right. So you parkour up, you slash the first time and miss, come back up, get it the second time, and a third time, and a fourth time.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, yeah. 3 hits total out of 4 swipes. And you've cut off some of the foliage, but it slowly begins to kind of reconstitute and grow back.
This reminds
Um,
me of toxic Patty back at home.
This is gonna let's take us to Laura.
A second to get where you were going.
I got it right away.
I'm just
The
leaving
toxic Patricia.
Thank you,
I see
Patricia.
peppermint patty, but it's like in vines and just not.
It's a weird amalgamation there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
All I kept hearing
Anyway,
in
it's
my head was
Laura.
Marcy.
That'll take
Sir?
us to Laura. Lara.
Lara.
Laura.
Okay.
With
Laura.
no, I want tamales.
Oh, bad news! I forgot to unmute the mics. I'm just kidding. I just want to see the look on David's face.
Wow.
And this is
I'm gonna be gone next week for next week's show, and I'm putting a lot of trust in you.
We're gonna be fine.
we're doing it at your house, right?
We're doing the WWE episode where you can hear, right?
No, it makes me sad.
Keep going.
Okay.
Laura.
Lara. Okay. Lara. I think she's also going to try to parkour to get up there as well.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Acrobatics.
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, do you want to like parkour or do you want to climb?
Well, I say parkour, but it's mostly with her claws. Just
Okay, so
Athletics or strength?
acrobatics or athletics, whatever you want on that one.
athletics.
That makes sense for a barbarian.
Yeah. And that is a 15.
Okay, so you make your way up. Your claws kind of slip on the foliage like you think you got a purchase on it, and it kind of cuts through it, but you manage to catch yourself and climb up to be even with the vine.
Okay.
On the opposite side of the wall from Bryce.
Okay. Are we going to count that as my action because I was doing something rather than just moving?
That would be your movement. Like it's half of your movement in
Okay.
climbing, and it's 15 feet up. So what's your movement speed?
40.
Oh yeah, so you can get up there easy.
Okay, cool. And then she is going to jump and try to do a claw attack.
Okay,
That's 14.
that hits.
Yay.
Yay! All right, and little pyramid. That is 4.
4. Did you roll 2d4s or 1?
1. Because I did 1 slash. You want me to do 2?
Well, you have 2 claws in each hand, so you get 2d4s.
Okay. I was assuming she was launching with the other one, so it was more.
Well, no, like 1 claw attack would
Yeah.
be 2d4s because there's 2 claws on a hand.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So roll, 2d4.
So that is 6.
6 total. All right. Awesome. And you get a second attack? I think at level 7 you should.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Okay. Slashing again. That's a miss.
Oh, are you sure?
It's 8.
Oh yeah, that's a miss. All right. So you launch yourself and you swipe with one claw and get in, and the other one that you were holding onto the wall with comes around, but is a little slow because it gets caught in some vines and misses. And are you gonna? You're in the middle of the air at the end of your turn. Just remember that. And that is going to take us to Alex and Jessica rolled the same, so you guys are going to go at the same time.
Sweet. What are you gonna do? I'll let you go first.
Besides being tiny, I am going to.
You could throw your alcohol up there and tell your girlfriend to light it on fire.
Mouthful of it.
We could do that. That would be really fun.
That'd
It'll be
dope.
fun.
I will leave.
We can heal you, friend.
I will leave you, Growly.
We scorch you.
Wait, I'm going to leave. This is an action. I'm just going to leave Growly in the care of my friend, just in case she needs it. I'd actually like to launch myself towards the house. You said 15.
It's 15 feet up.
It's
yeah.
15 feet up.
Let's do that. I'm going to launch myself up towards the vines and try to just make my way in because I smell bad and I don't think they like me.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah, solid plan. Solid plan.
roll
Offend
athletics.
them.
Offend the vine senses. If this
10.
works. Okay.
10.
10.
Is it a natural 10 or 10 with your modifier?
No, it's 10 with my modifier.
Okay. So you're just trying to jump up.
The vine just like smack.
Yeah, you jump up and you you get almost there. Like I get and you fall back down and roll a dexterity save.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
5?
5. Okay. And you
This is more like
will
it. You were
also
rolling
take
too well. This is more like it.
1 point of bludgeoning damage as you fall flat on your back.
Okay, then do you know what? In my rage,
Aren't you glad we're
I'd like
rescuing
to-
you, friend?
So,
like we're all dying
meanwhile, while we're doing that, because I'm just so stinking mad, I'd like
Holy
to
tiny
do a
dwarf,
frenzy
bat
attack
citizen.
and throw my hand axe up at the plant.
Okay.
Do
I'm
it.
sorry.
Do it.
Because I could just even like this going.
That wasn't powdered sugar. That's
Yeah,
what I'm figuring out.
so frenzied attack gives you advantage, but you're prone, which gives you disadvantage.
Yeah,
so it's just a
straight roll.
straight roll. So, I mean, it was a
Way
good
to
move
avoid that negative, though.
Yeah. 10?
Plus.
Oh, sorry, it was my axe.
Plus your axe.
16.
16 hits.
Yeah. Dad
I'm
axe.
not completely dead. Sorry, you need a d6, and my brain is right at that one.
Not dead yet.
I'm glad I wasn't going to just fall down and hit her in the face.
Yet. 4?
Oh, he's not yet
Tonight's
dead.
number is 4.
The secret
All right,
number.
so you land on your back and you just have your axe through it one-handed. It cuts through some of the vines and you just off into the distance and you hear it as it probably stick. That was a weird noise.
I'll get that later.
It sticks. You presume in the wall in the distance. You cannot see. Alex.
Hey.
I'll get that later.
So when I was speaking with it, could I at least figure out, is it like all the vines that are on the wall? Is it part of the vines that are holding?
Your connection to the green would tell you that this entity is unique from the vines that are adhered to the wall.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Because my acrobatics are less than impressive.
Why don't you get up there and grapple with it?
Oh, no, hang on. Because you're talking about like turning into Swamp Citizen?
You do what you want.
Wait,
Just
can I-
remember we're in a slightly confined space, but
Yeah.
also we have a mage that can light things on fire.
Oh, that's.
Aren't you resistant to fire, though?
I am when I'm in
I
the
remember
Swamp
that.
Citizen
we had
form.
This, we had this talk.
Light 'em up.
Okay, cool.
I'm laying down anyway. I'm fine.
Can I-
Everyone's resistant to fire, right?
Can I transform, climb, and attack? That's too many.
Batman.
I can't do that much, can I?
Batman and my two characters are not.
I'm thunder and poisoning.
I think I said it as
Light
a
'em
bonus
up, light 'em
action.
up.
So yes.
Oh, cool.
You can bonus action transform, climb, and
Sweet.
attack.
Let's do that then.
Because
So I'm gonna-
Swamp Citizen's
Cool.
OP.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Well, okay, so I'm going to concentrate for a second, and then I'm going to transform into the Swamp Citizen.
Please don't step on me.
Okay.
And so I'm debating if I don't know if my Swamp Citizen voice is too intense.
Just try it.
Because
Do it.
I watched a bunch of like videos of like Swamp Thing from like the 80s and 90s, and it was all pretty much just like a dude who sounded like he was underwater. And so I didn't really want to do those. Like even like the Justice League one was kind of
Didn't
like
you
just
really?
sounded like a cool guy with some reverb.
Gargle for me.
Exactly. So instead, if you can understand me, I think I might do my my death metal voice to be Swamp Thing. Okay, so
Everybody else, let's lean back off these mics.
so I have transformed, and now I'm going to ascend, and I will attack the vine.
Okay.
Dude.
That's good.
I like that.
Sweet,
Fantastic. I can understand you completely.
wonderful. I'm gonna roll.
Swamp things are like onions.
Gonna peel back the layers.
That's actually kind of cool.
Oh yeah, 19.
19. All right, that hits.
Yeah.
Just burst through the wall.
Does this mean he's grape Kool-Aid?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
No, he's
Punch.
lime.
He's lime. He's lime
Hang on,
Kool-Aid.
sorry, I'm trying to find the. There he is, Avatar of the Green. All right, cool. So, resistance to cold and fire, immune to lightning. That was awesome. Action multi attack, 2 slam attacks. Is it? I'm assuming it's a large target, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'm not going to be able to engulf it.
Nope.
Please don't.
You're spinning through the
Went to
Yeah,
make
rescue
it
this
real
guy,
weird.
but
Because-
we killed him.
Both the Badger and Bat Citizen are hanging on this uvula with this stranger, so please don't.
It's a girl vine. Anyway, I also feel like if I engulfed it, it would take like 16 turns to kill it, like last time. All right, so I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, remember that?
That was great.
Good times.
So I hit it for 11. Boom.
Okay.
And then I get another multi attack, and then I hit it for
Wait,
7.
what was
Boom,
the-
boom.
Did you
the
roll the
attack
attack?
roll?
Yeah, sorry. Did I
sec-
not say it? I rolled 19.
Okay.
My
And
bad.
a 7 on that one?
Yeah. So it was a 7 A 7 plus 11, so 18.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah, as you're smacking it around a little bit, the greenery that is on you seems to be rejuvenating the plant in a healthy way, and as like the grayish tinge of the vines turns green, it pulls back and kind of adheres back with the wall, and the bundle is getting a little bit thinner, and you can start to begin to see the person that is being entangled inside of this, and that actually takes us to said person. Would you like to describe what your character looks like before you
Oh, of course.
do what you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
my.
I've got some really nice, just kind of slicked off to the side hair, just blackish brownish, looking good. I'm gonna change the lore a little bit. I'm gonna go blue eyes on this one. Blue eyes, white dragon. And I've got a really slick, just brown leather jacket. It's got some sort of weird symbol on it that you've never seen before.
Oh my God.
I've got a couple of, actually quite a few things on my sides that look like they may be from a plane that you've never even could comprehend even existed. Sick pair of jeans, just looking good, looking dapper. You know?
Based on, I know who your
Some leather
character is.
boots.
This is
Bing,
pretty
bang, boom.
much perfect.
Bing, bang, boom, there I am.
Bang, boom.
All right, and what are you
His
gonna do?
trousers look funny from this angle.
But oh so come.
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm probably assuming that I'm free falling because these.
No, you're still entangled.
You're,
They haven't
you're like
completely.
this, but you're
Okay,
mostly
cool.
like exposed.
You're hanging on a
Sweet.
prayer, essentially.
Well,
You're halfway there. He's halfway there.
Well,
A whale?
so this thing's still got a pretty good hold of me at this point.
What can
Yeah,
you
you're
reach?
still entangled by it. Yeah.
So arms, legs, not movable.
Shoulders, knees
You
and toes.
could definitely try to
Knees
break
and toes.
free. I want to.
Break free. To break free.
Actually, no, just for funsies, I'm going to go ahead and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Oh.
Okay, what does that do?
Dissonant
Oh, this is
Whispers,
scary.
I whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice within range can hear. So I'm going to aim for these vines.
Okay.
You're gonna
Racking
speak
it with
to the heart
terrible
of the
pain.
card. You're
The
gonna
target
speak to the
must
heart of
make
cards.
a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Oh,
It must
okay.
immediately use its reaction to move as far away from it as far away from me as
In
it
other
can.
words,
Oh.
everybody on the vine about to fall on
I
me.
just pictured a
Beautiful.
saxophone. No, because I heard careless whispers.
Do, do,
right.
do, do, do,
So what's the saving throw?
Just like
Wisdom.
Wisdom. It rolled a
just
16.
off-tune careless whisper.
It saved. Does it take half damage still or no?
Wing, wing, wing,
On a failed
wing,
save,
wing.
it takes
I just wanted to know
3d6
my
psychic
reason.
damage.
So
So
it made the save?
It made the save. Yeah.
I'm very confused because it says on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move away from me.
Yeah. So if it fails,
Yeah.
it takes that damage. But if it succeeds,
Apparently, it
succeeds.
loves you in minor chords.
He likes the music and is just like
Yeah.
wiggling a little bit, like.
It really doesn't mention anything else
Lean
after
okay.
that.
So it takes no damage.
It's a soldier.
It is stuck.
boy.
Is there anything else? That's your action. You still have technically have your movement.
You could start
I'm gonna
yelling.
try and get away from this thing.
You try to
if
free a limb.
possible.
Okay.
Can I?
Yeah. Do a strength check. Oh, gee.
Strength check.
Just like a kitten.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink from the growler while no one notices.
Oh yeah, yikes. That's gonna be 3. It was a
Ooh, okay.
natural one.
That's right.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Okay.
It's a yikes for me.
Yeah,
dog.
so you
man.
start trying to wriggle free, but instead you like tangle yourself up more in it, and it
know.
just seems to be getting
It's
worse.
on brand.
Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party.
And that's going to take us to the zombie vine, and it is going to actually.
Wait,
since
Higher than you?
I rolled a 13.
oh yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
wait.
Where? Because
sorry,
the
you should have
person
gone
trapped,
already.
Yeah, I was like, when do I go?
When does our most like
There we
potent
go.
weapon
All right.
against
Okay.
this thing go?
Go
Why
for it.
not Wanza?
Because I don't want the thing to die so quickly. She gets to go every other turn.
So Wanza just looks up, sees everyone doing like flips and stuff,
except for me laying on the
and she's
ground.
like,
And then Jessica, who fell and is just,
yeah, and
and I
she's
left
just like,
my alcohol in charge.
all right,
I mean, my
she's gonna be
drink.
like, I'm gonna set this on fire now, okay, guys? Just like, so I'm
Fair
gonna
warning.
just take my thumb, kind of look up where there's like a nice little cluster that's like not so
the cluster.
the cluster,
The cluster.
like kind of like the core of this thing, but not like directly
Oh,
at
the
them.
cluster.
And I'm gonna cast a firebolt.
Okay.
That's for you, shark bait.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Boo-ha.
19.
Nice.
That definitely hits.
Yay! All right, and so then I roll 2d10.
Wanza hitting things. That's weird.
Through the fire.
I hit things with fire.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, that cracked
Only
me.
Wanza gets audio.
Exactly.
I just realized I had a sound effect for that.
So that was 8 and a 5, and then I can add my charisma modifier to that. So I add +4, so that is gonna be 17.
17 total
fire
damage.
damage. So she just takes her fire and then just goes up there and watches it.
It's pretty from this angle.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone who's up there is just like,
I didn't aim at you guys.
I was about to say, no, she rolled so well. I think it just like went right
Yeah,
past us.
right where she wanted to, and
But meanwhile, the Batman and the Badger are like,
It is still warm up here.
okay.
like a sauna.
Would you like to do anything else?
So I will. Wanza's good down here.
But you can parkour if you want to.
Yeah, I have a range of 120 feet cantrip. I'm good.
no.
Okay, so the vine is actually going to use an
It's a
ability
potent vine.
called Entangling Vines.
Oh.
The zombie vine
good.
can animate normal vines and roots on the
Never mind.
ground in a 15-foot square within 30 feet of it. These plants turn the ground into that area into difficult terrain. A creature in that area, when the effect begins, must succeed on DC 13 strength saving throw or be restrained. So, it's going to basically, Jessica and Wanza need to make a strength save, beating DC 13.
DC 13. Let's see.
14.
All right.
Okay, so you're good.
I'm still prone, but 14.
Somehow,
You're not tangled.
Ooh, okay. Oh man.
With your.
Well, that was kind of cocked.
That's cocked. Let's
yeah,
do
that was
again.
actually cocked.
Yeah. I have so much stuff over here. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you. That's about the same.
Yeah, about the same.
So I fail.
okay. So you're restrained by the vines,
Okay.
and you, on your turn, can make
standing between one of these.
an athletics check to try to get
I
free.
was just like admiring the fire, and now I'm like,
That's
It's okay. I'm on my back, just like do it.
that's going to let's see. Does it
To the
have-
top.
Oh, it only has 5 feet of movement, so it's going to actually start kind of shifting its entire form downwards, and it's going to move 5 feet down. So anybody who's hanging on it, just kind of like it's lowering down. You're like, oh.
It's like one of the
Slowly
bosses
down.
in Space
Elevator.
Invaders,
And that'll take us back to the top to Bryce.
who is currently going 5 feet down.
That happened with my last wife. All right. So Bryce is going to try to use the batarang
Okay.
to saw at the vine that he is clinging to.
Nice.
Okay.
Do. That is an 18 plus stuff.
Yep, that definitely hits.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice boulder.
I
Ha!
like that boulder.
That is 9.
Okay. All right. The vine, it's starting to lose its cohesiveness. Even the bit that's like around Wanza is starting to loosen its grip a little bit, and its ashen color is turning even more of like a dead gray color. But it's still alive and moving.
Okay.
Yay!
Based on huzzah. It's all that vine juice everywhere.
It's sticking to everything.
Based on, because I'm assuming he and Lara are both kind of clinging to like the main patch of vines and standing on this stranger's bundle.
Yeah.
How far in the vines is this individual?
I mean, it wraps all the way around him, but as it's thinning out, it's kind of like there's just a layer of vines more or less around him now.
Okay.
It's focusing most of its energy on trying to keep its prey constrained.
Okay.
Need him see more?
Then for his second attack, Bryce is going to do an unarmed strike. So he's just going to literally punch into the base of the vine that's shooting upwards.
Okay.
And it's kind of weird, but he's not going to remove his fist. He's going to literally punch in and leave his fist in there.
Okay.
Interesting.
You're gonna Temple of Doom this, huh?
I am.
You're gonna Kali Ma this
I'm gonna
vine.
Kali Ma this. That's
Reflex, but okay.
16 plus stuff.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
I love that it's and stuff.
And stuff.
And stuff.
So that's 6.
6.
I like my oxygen.
Okay. Yeah, you reach in. You can feel the vines kind of squish and break as you punch in. It's just like a nice soft sound as you punch your fist all the way in. Would you like to do anything else?
Nope. He's
Okay.
going to
was gross.
wait.
Okay. That'll take us to
I'm
Lara.
interested.
Yeah. All right. Now, Lara, seeing what this weird bat citizen is doing, is going to take her claw and punch downward into the opposite side of the vine.
Okay.
What's Lara's stuff? Okay, cool. So that is 21.
That definitely hits.
Perfect. That's
21.
not the right dice. Juggling characters. Okay. So that is a 6.
And then
Okay.
your second claw.
Oh, that's right. So that's 6 for one claw, 6 for the other claw.
Oh, all right. Dun-dun-dun. All right. So as Lara slashes into it, the slash hits like the vital part of the vine, and it slackens and falls to the ground. Anybody holding on to or entangled in it needs to make a dexterity save right now,
Okay.
Perfect.
I'm okay.
There you go. You're out of the ground. You don't have to worry about it.
except for probably
Or
you.
wait, I thought if we're
Alex.
entangled in it, right? We have to also.
You were entangled, but that vine went limp. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Because you're not lifted up.
And why am I good?
Because you're the swamp citizen.
Nice.
So
You just like meld with the wall and let yourself down or something.
Cool.
so basically, new guy and my 2 characters.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. Bryce is fine. Bryce got a 25.
Oh, he's good. Yeah.
Woo.
There we go.
Gypsies.
You should just roll for him, even when he's here.
And Lara got a 15.
15. Okay. Her landing's a little bit more sloppy than Bryce's, but she lands safely. What did you roll?
It's going to be a little rough.
Oh no.
Rolled a 9.
Rolled a 9.
Did
okay.
you land on me?
Well,
You weren't quite prepared for this, and you didn't really have any bearing on where the ground was being entangled, and you fall and you land like kind of on your side, on your hip first.
Oh.
Thankfully, you're not old, and so it doesn't shatter, but it does hurt a little bit, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
It's sturdy down here.
And you guys have
You're still lame.
successfully freed
It's comfortable.
the mystery person from the vines, and seem to have found yourself a moment of respite from zombies and zombie vines and the like.
Are there still vines like on the wall that we're
There's still there's still
What does it look like in the area beyond the Audrey 2?
So from where you're at, it looks like more or less about a 5-foot wide passageway that is just the walls are. You can see that there's like grayish stone on the other side, but it's almost all overgrown with moss and vines and thorns. You just came around a U-turn, and so ahead of you is probably about another 15 feet before it looks like there's a T of some kind or another turn in front of you.
Can I reach out and touch the rot
Hi.
vines and reach out and touch
Touch me.
and see if they react to me touching them the way the monster thing did?
And simultaneously, while he's doing that, I'd
Oh,
like to do a history check
yes.
and find out the stones.
Do your thing.
Okay.
So you're touching them to see if you like revitalize them or
Yeah,
anything. Okay, you touch them and you feel like a connection with them, like you would with any plant, but they're not like dying or dead or decrepit or anything like that. So your effect maybe causes a little bit of more growth or lifeness-ishness.
So these vines
They're normal vines.
are not.
Yeah.
The monster was,
Yes.
and it's dead, right?
It's dead,
Like
Jim.
Audrey.
Thanks, Bones.
Yeah.
Um,
And what are you, Jessica? What are you doing?
Stone cutting. So I want to see what the origins are of
Okay.
the stone around us underneath all of the viney vines, if it has any directions or anything like that.
Okay.
That's a history, by the way.
Yes. So you're rolling a history check for that? Okay.
With advantage.
There's no advantage. There's me. with a natural mother clucking 20.
Nice.
Brought to you by Critical Dice.
Thank you, Critical
So
Dice.
the stone looks familiar.
Looks familiar.
It
Shoot.
looks like
like my
the same stone that you've seen both at Nangalore, the ruins you just came from, and Camp Righteous, the first set of ruins with the alligator man thing. Very similar stone to that. Not as old as the first set of ruins, you can tell, but older than Nangalore was by maybe 50 years to a century.
Hey
So,
guys,
but the stone is definitely it's from around here.
Sweet.
yeah, apparently it says I'm proficient now. Whenever I make that check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Wow.
Cool.
Which was 0.
Stone cutting.
So,
Stone cutting.
can I talk to the moss? Can I speak with the plants?
Sure.
Can I lore X it up? All right, so I place my hand on the moss. Because do we know we're in a maze?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've
I mean, you
kind
can
of figured out.
ascertain that if
Guys, I think it's a maze.
Cool, sweet. All right, so
It's amazing.
I'm gonna reach out and I'm gonna touch Faith.
It's
That's what I've
labyrinthian.
named the moss.
Reach
Yeah,
out,
the moss is
touch
not Faith.
Faith.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask
Get
it. Oh crap! Hang on.
Oh,
What direction do we need to travel to pass through the maze?
that's so cool.
Okay. So you see kind of a flash in your head of the path through
Sick.
the moss or through the maze, and you just follow that. I'm gonna
Yay!
assume. I'm not gonna. You make winds and turns and U-turns, and you find.
We should probably talk to this person.
Yeah, I was like, I was waiting for you guys to do
Like
your
to-
thing
I'm
because
doing the touchy thing.
Lara's
I'd
gonna
like
do
to-
something.
Oh wait,
I'd
Laura's
like
gonna do
to-
something.
Oh, yeah.
So I know the way of the maze,
Yeah,
and
you know
now
how to get out.
we'll move after everyone else goes.
I'm assuming how much time has passed, so her bestial form is probably wearing off at this point.
How long does that last?
I was trying to find it. I cannot find it on here.
Okay.
I know it doesn't. I know it's not a long time though. That's my.
Okay.
thing.
I mean, it's probably been from the river when you transformed. It's probably been maybe 2-3 minutes because combat's real fast.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely at least faded by now.
Okay.
So I'm assuming land. Bryce probably did the superhero land.
Yep,
She
totally.
probably did the really hard on her feet to her knees land, and then de-shifted. So from that, it's very much the ow. And then looks over, sees this heap of another person,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna reach over and just nudge it. Are you dead yet? Or are you alive?
Into that, I'm just gonna light groan. Just, I wish I were dead.
Oh.
I have booze.
And of course, I mean, I have to take that offer.
I'm just
Hi,
gonna-
everyone. My name is Ptholomew Quilstradamus. People just call me Pete Quill or Peter if you're inclined. I'm not from these parts. I'm just here to find a thing. I really can't explain to you guys what the thing is. I got to be like, secret squirrel about it. It's top secret.
Squirrels
I
are
gotta tell you
secret.
guys. I'm surprised you guys know what squirrels are. This place is weird. I've never been to this plane before. I'm going to assume that y'all are cool. And I'm joining you guys. How's that sound?
Dwarves are fairly warm-blooded.
I wrap my large viney arms around everyone, and I'm like,
Oh, this guy cool? Are we cool with this guy? I don't know. Seems kind of weird.
He
I don't know
smells
how I feel about it.
Laura,
Are you,
does
are
he
you
smell
doing like a
funny?
Crusader huddle? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
he smell funny?
I'm wrapped around everyone.
Does he smell funny?
These are important things.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Does he smell like
Or
a
your nose is so much stronger.
beard balm
right?
brush? Is that what he smells
Can
like?
I give her advantage? Because I got to know how this man smells. I'm also.
This is important things.
If you're both sniffing, I'm sure.
Just like,
Are you,
oh,
are you both
like-
going to roll individually or what?
No.
What you guys are
give her
doing here?
advantage.
Sniffs in. I'm just going to be
I
casually
give you
singing.
advantage. Go for it.
That's gonna be 17.
Okay. Roll to see if you get like a higher because she gave you advantage.
Oh, okay.
I'm all about that sniff life.
Ooh, 18.
18. All right. How do you smell?
I'm going to smell
Like
kind
Axe
of
body
like,
spray.
kind of like cedar.
Ooh.
Just a little bit like cedar. Maybe a little bit of teak throw in like I spilled Mountain Dew on my pants.
Okay. He smells like that.
sweet
so he
and
uses
woody.
a beard balm brush, and he likes Mountain Dew.
Yes, okay. So this
But
is
you don't know what Mountain Dew
He's
is.
sweet and woody.
Of a different plane.
college David. That's basically what I just got from that.
Wow.
He smells like my older brother.
I'm
He's fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take that as a
What's your older
compliment.
brother's name?
You have a brother too?
Darken.
I'm sorry. That's all I just really wanted to make sure that was still happening.
Yeah, he's fine. I'm gonna call him Quilly.
Okay, cool.
Red Elephant uses plant arms to grab Mountain Dew.
He's like.
So,
So I awkwardly.
she's good. I'm with the badger.
So, out of character question, real quick. Has Wanza been healed since her encounter with the spectral thing?
Yes.
You're still beaten and bloody, just
Yeah.
dragging along.
Because I just looked
Guys.
at my health and it was like 4 points. I was like, is that right?
No, you've
Yeah,
been
you-
healed.
you
We
had
took
a
a
long
long
rest.
rest.
Thank you. All right.
So you
Reach out and touch face.
How do I do it?
Oh, that's
All right.
good. I'm with the badger. I think he smells good.
I didn't say good. Older brother.
Older brother doesn't mean good.
I
brother
can't
doesn't
tell
always
past
mean
the edge
good.
of my beard.
I'll
It just
take what I
smells
can get.
familiar.
He vaguely
okay.
familiar.
All right, so
Our huddle has broken.
huddle breaks.
Could you tell us what you seek? What item is it that you seek?
I can just tell you that it's really cool.
It's cold.
Like, see, where I'm from, cool means like,
Can
it's like
I-
something that's really desirable. You kind of want to be
Like a
cool,
beverage?
but not cold. It's
Oh,
kind of
yes, like a
yeah.
plain Aryan worm.
You
Can I-
want to be desired?
Can I try to persuade
Whale.
Mr.
Whale.
Mr. Quilliam over here?
Yeah.
All right, so Wanza just floops the hair real quick.
Ooh.
I'm just standing there confused at the word cool.
And just be like, so we're also on a quest and you're trustworthy. We're trustworthy. Do you think you could maybe tell me what you're looking for? And I'm going to roll.
We're all cool.
Not me.
An 11.
Roll contested.
Like trip over a vine. Like,
Batman
She winks
candy.
with both eyes.
Both eyes.
we're cool.
Are you charmed? Are you
Please
not?
be charmed.
So that's 23.
No. God, gosh.
So you
just
think
wink
you
with both
persuaded them
eyes?
I
and
winked
used
with
your
both eyes.
your wiles and what do you
So I'm
do?
just going to give you a pat on the shoulder and say, nice try, bud.
So you want to be? Why are you here if you want to be desired?
No, I'm searching
Do
for
your
a thing
lady
that
folks
is-
not find you desirable?
Well,
How did you end up in the tree thing?
you know, these are
Why
a lot
are
of
there
questions,
spikes?
and
What's with your pants?
Penelope, calm down.
Why is your face so shaggy?
I'm just going to turn on my woke man and start walking away.
Wait, come back. I need a ride.
Are you walking which
I
direction?
Go over.
You know, I'm
The
just
way
gonna,
they came from, or the
I'm
way
just
that-
going to lead without knowing where I'm going.
Okay.
Can we? So I'm gonna help.
Roll a survival check for me real quick.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go over and help Jessica up.
Thank you.
Well,
She's still laying prone.
12.
that's going to be an 8.
He's walking in the wrong direction. He doesn't know that, but you do, Alex.
There may be some freshly charred zombies out that direction. You might want to come back here.
He doesn't know where he's going.
Fresh. Oh, okay. You know what, big tree-looking feller?
Hoom.
I'll go ahead and follow your direction.
Is the smell of burning zombie
Flesh.
getting closer to us, or are they just hanging out outside?
You haven't seen a zombie probably in about, well, it's been a few
3
minutes.
minutes? Cool.
As far as you can tell, they didn't follow you that far.
Sweet.
We seek.
Oh crap! What's the thing we seek?
The soul monk.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
We seek the Soulmonger, a device that returns souls from the dead, but is being used to kill those who've been risen. It's really strange. I'm sorry. Do you want to come with us? Because there's zombies that way. And I talked to the mold. Its name is Faith. I reached out and I touched. And I know what the direction we have to go through the maze. You cool? You cool? Is it cool?
I mean, I'm down to clown with whatever.
Does anyone know what he just said? I don't get it.
Clown.
Sorry.
Well,
I got up. Why am I getting down?
Back in water deep.
Okay.
Clowns were not great.
Okay.
Let's see. How's this? I'm down to group up and destroy clowns.
Down.
How's that?
That's perfect.
This
roll
stranger
that.
speaks of a foreign tongue, but he is trustworthy. This is really starting to hurt my throat.
In other words,
You could
diaphragm work,
always
bro.
change back.
I don't trust it at this point. Could you pass that to Amy and give me some of whatever's in her?
What, oxygen tank?
Yeah, give me some of that in the oxygen tank. All right, cool. Then we're gonna. Now we're cool.
Quilliam, do you need some of this juice?
We trust the
You
clown
just call
man.
me Pete or Peter, whatever works.
I think Quilliam.
All right, Quilliam.
It's Quilly.
Quilly. All right.
Quilly with it. No, 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 no.
Then I'm
no, no, no.
gonna lead the way as I.
Meanwhile, I'm
the
going
path.
to stand slightly aggressively, not naturally close to the stranger, and poke the belt. It's fine. It's water. It's flavored water, dude.
Why his belt?
Because there are large pouches upon his belt, and the way he described himself.
Kind of tastes like Diet Mountain Dew. Interesting.
It's lime.
That explains it.
You want to describe what she's poking?
There are a couple things on my belt. There are
I'm aiming for the
two-
side. I'm very short.
There are two otherworldly weapons that appear to be some sort of maybe medium long range weapons that appear to be magical in nature. They're made of some sort of steel. Some sort of steel.
Some sort of
They're cylindrical and they appear to be, as somebody in another realm would explain them, gun-like.
Oh, interesting.
There is also a small box, kind of shaped like kind of like a really thin brick, that has some glowy bits on it, and it appears to be magically connected to two stones that are near my ears.
That's a really good way of
That was
describing this.
very well.
I like it.
So as we walk, how do we have him? I don't even want to say the word. No, I'm going to redact that questioning of formation because you're going to use it against me.
Redact.
I'm not using it.
Redact.
You're in front.
Redacted.
I'm poking
All right.
poking your stone box thing.
Yeah.
Makes no noise.
Wanda's just gonna take her cloak and just wrap it around herself and just keep going through this vine.
Let's say it's 5 feet. So are we single
It's
file?
More, yeah, you're more or less a single file.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
poke things.
So I'll be in the front.
Yeah.
I'll form
Marching
the
order.
head.
So Alex,
Yeah, I'm up front.
then
in danger.
Wanza will be in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want
Where's
to have some fighters flanking.
Well, that's I was
Where's
gonna say
Quilliam?
it'd probably be Bryce and Lara coming up the rear.
just because we don't
Okay.
quite know how he,
So,
we know
yeah.
how he smells,
Quill-
but that's the.
Quilliam
Well, I
is
mean, he's like my
behind
brother,
you,
so
or
she
he's
would be
behind-
watching.
Yeah.
Wait, Quilliam. So are you behind?
I will be. Well, no. Are you in front of Quilliam or behind?
I'm
Quilliam?
behind Quilliam. 'Cause I'm
Poking him.
So I will be in front of Quilliam.
Nice.
Okay.
oh, okay.
So probably
Wait.
Swamp Citizen, Wanza,
Quilliam.
Quilliam, Jessica,
Yes.
Bryce and Lara.
Okay. Cool.
All right, I'm gonna talk to the mold and
Make your way
head through.
All right. So you walk through, and eventually you find your way. You find a couple secret doors that lead to different areas that look exactly the same as the places that you came from. You dodge around a couple of traps that the green has told you that are there, and uncover them for anybody else who may be coming through, because you guys are stand-up citizens that want to help everybody.
We're making our way.
We don't want to help
today.
the zombies that are following us.
Well, that's fair, but the zombies are going to mindlessly fall in anyway.
Hey, zombies
as
doesn't matter. All right.
Zombie.
as some
Zeal.
have already done so. As you do walk through, you do encounter the odd zombie here and there. Some of them trying to swipe at you. Other ones have a blank look of deadness on their face as their heads have
Wanza
been
sets
impaled.
them on fire.
And
Every single one, just you're dead. You're dead.
you're just like, and not today.
Yeah.
not today.
With my firebolt cantrip.
So probably about 15 minutes of traversing through this
Quilliam
rather
is sick
long
of Jessica.
maze. You get the sense that you kind of have moved around the circular the ruins and made your way through that, kind of winding around a little bit, and you come through an opening in the maze wall. You see a small lake surrounded by reed huts, ferns, and lily pads. Rising up from the flat island in the middle of the lake is a 60-foot tall shrine made of painted mud, bricks, shaped like a giant frog. Stairs
Froggy.
climb from the lake shore to an open doorway carved into the
beyond.
frog's fat belly. Patrolling the shrine's perimeter are several small frog-like humanoids with bright orange skin and short bows.
Shoot, they're poisonous.
Don't lick them.
Dang it.
There goes my plan.
Nobody was supposed to tell me this.
They might taste like sour gummy things.
My little
They
sister
might
tried it
also-
once. It was not fun. Do not lick them.
William, I dare you to lick them.
So are we just popped
Yeah,
out?
you all exit. You can
Do they see us?
the guards
They're not very good at patrolling.
do not
though.
appear. Well, they're
not
like
disturbed.
100-ish
Oh, okay.
feet away from you. Like it's probably a 200-ish foot from wall to wall on the other side. So they're like 100
They're
feet away.
froggos with the belly out.
You good?
I'm just imagining them marching very poorly, just doing
Plop.
sour frogs, sour frogs, sour frogs, sour frogs. It's just
I like it with this
I
part.
dig it.
yeah.
Okay, I'm going to transform back into Alec.
Okay.
Because I don't want to terrify the frog creatures.
Okay.
And then-
William, do you know what these are?
They appear to be some sort of frog creature.
That doesn't help.
well, you're not wrong. I'm gonna
Want to light them on fire.
I'm gonna wave to the frog creatures
Okay.
and say greet. What are they? Hang on.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
I'm about to say ribbit.
Wingapo. Gurgly,
Does
gurgly.
the giant shrine froggo seem familiar to Lara?
Oh, smart.
Roll a history check.
But so you've got
With
the.
advantage.
Wait, it's also got it's also got stone and
Just
stuff,
a
right?
History check.
Okay.
Oh.
It's made out of like clay and mud
And you said bricks.
Like mud bricks or brick bricks?
Painted mud bricks. Yeah.
Oh,
Poops.
I don't know. That wouldn't count. And we're really far away from it anyway.
11.
11. You.
Red Elephant is drawing this adventure right now.
It seems
would-
vaguely familiar, but you can't place it. At this distance, the detail isn't quite clear enough for you to place exactly what this might be for. It's also a very poorly made frog person thing.
Okay.
Okay, you said it's on an island on a lake.
It is on a. It is on.
Does it look like a actual lake, or is it a shallow lake? Is it a pond? Does it look like I could fall into it if I haphazardly get thrown?
Go ahead and roll a perception check,
Find out how deep it is.
or let's do nature check.
Ooh.
Because
Even more,
it'd be
dang it.
nature.
I got a 10.
Plus.
I got a 10.
All right.
Plus.
The water looks. It's water.
It's wet.
It looks
And
wet.
It's,
moist.
Moist even.
It's kind of like a muddy color, so you can't really see too deep into it, unfortunately.
I use speak with animals.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't. The thing is, they're humanoids. I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
if this will
humanoid,
work.
though, so this may
But let's
or may not work.
see.
Let's find out together.
And
Wait.
I-
Hang on.
Oh.
I think I might have a spell.
I was just gonna run blindly
Hang
at it. Is
on.
that not an option? In
I
this
definitely
I-
got a spell.
I can cast comprehend languages
Ooh.
on myself, and it lasts for an hour.
Nice.
We are the frog. Resistance is futile.
We are the ribbit.
Just to be safe, I place a hand on Jessica's forehead and don't allow her to run forward into the water.
Okay.
Because I feel it coming.
Good call. Alright, so, can they see us?
It's just
Do I
me
have
like
time
this.
to cast this as a ritual?
As a ritual, you can
Ooh, good
attempt to
check.
do so.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good check. Ooh,
Red Elephant put in, translated from Frogish, "We are the frog. Resistance is futile."
It's gonna be weird.
All right, so now I
can't
can.
All your lily pad are Briantulas.
Okay, so you're going to start casting as a ritual, and you're going to try to.
I'm gonna say ribbit, 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 ribbit,
Croak.
ribbit, 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 ribbit,
Oh no.
ribbit.
So as you do
I
that,
cast it as an actual spell,
And I'm sitting back here with his hand on my head.
as a first level spell. So,
I speak Frogish, eh?
you just hear
So-
him saying "ribbit."
yeah, so I go up and I cast the spell as an actual spell slot.
Okay.
And I go, hello, my party and I are here. We made it through this maze and we were hoping to see a friendly face and we ran into you guys.
Are you yelling? You're yelling across the lake to
The little
people in the middle, or
Hi.
You should like me, frogs.
Should I not?
I mean, I'm just.
To the
I
guards?
was just, I thought that
Are
he
you
was
alerting?
shouting ribbit at them, so I was
No,
like,
I can't speak with animals. Like my ribbit is I'm speaking frog, assuming they speak frog.
So all right, yeah. So he got their attention, and so you cast a spell. When he's like yelling at them, and
Ribbit.
they kind of, you hear them before she casts her spell. You hear them in some sort of language that does sound vaguely
Vaguely
like
froggish.
frogs making ribbit noises.
Vaguely.
That you cannot understand.
Crap.
I knew it.
And
Check out this
from-
racist druid over here.
from the small patch of
Not all
land that's in
frogs.
front of you, there's a number of huts right in front of you, and out
crap.
of each hut comes a number of these little frog people,
Oh, crap.
all with weapons drawn,
Of course.
and pointed at you. And you say what you just said, and one of them steps forward. So there's a bunch of different color. There's some blue skin, yellow skin.
Pink.
There's
It's
a,
like our
a
Instagram
purple
story.
skin. None of them are the orange skin ones aren't here. And one of them, who has kind of like a really deeper purple than some of the other ones, steps forward. And what everybody except for Wanza hears is croaking. But you hear, "How did you find this place? And what are you doing here?"
okay. So I
He's
respond back.
talking to you.
Yes, Jessica.
I'm still
I'm
holding your
gonna
forehead.
be.
That's exactly it.
I'm gonna be.
Hey guys, he croaked.
I'm
we
gonna
won.
say
We won.
my friend is connected to the green, to nature, and the plants led us here. The ones that have not been corrupted.
I'm
Let us
smiling
safely here.
brightly and waving.
Yeah.
While
restraining
one small dwarf.
Okay.
Ignore the
Don't
small
look,
one.
Just don't look at her.
Still look down. Still look down.
We will. One moment, please.
Buffering.
Ribbit.
Ribbit.
There it is.
And we're back.
Ribbit.
We will.
Who is Froggy person?
We'll need to take you to our general Rourke, and he will decide what to do with you.
Rourke.
Please follow us, and let's not make a mess of the situation.
All right. I repeat that with definitely the whole "let's be cool, let's stay calm."
calm.
Which
are
Jessica
you
still
also
doesn't
cold?
understand what that means.
I don't.
Let's follow them. They're gonna take us to their leader, and he has to decide what we're doing.
All right. Let's do this.
All right,
Let's go along. We don't know you yet. Be cool. I mean, it's worrisome.
That's work.
Hands on gun-like objects.
Smack.
Alec, can you
Be cool.
Can you
So the
Can we
few
watch the
few
children?
near
I'm swinging my
Pete
staff.
who see him kind of like tensing up and moving towards what they assume are weapons, kind of take a step forward and stick their spears out a little bit, and kind of, they don't stab you, but they poke you a little bit to kind of warn you off of doing anything rash. And they are trying to usher you a little bit towards when you can't. In reference to the door that you came out of, it would be left, which is west, and circle up around the edge of the ruins, because the lake fills most of the interior, and there's little spots here and there for big enough for huts to be. So you're kind of going around the edge, and they lead you to a pit as you walk through each little kind of cluster of huts. Different groups of these frog people kind of step out, and each hut there seem to be different. Each hut contains the same color of these frog people. There's blue and green and yellow. You can see a few reds here and there. They're a little bit more rare, and then of course the orange or frog creatures are coming from the other direction to kind of meet you and lead you all the way to this pit. And they open up this gate and gently but still toss you down into a pit that's about 10 feet deep. It does have stairs, so you could climb out.
Like falling.
And we are going to leave it there. You guys appear to be the prisoners of these people. But no harm has come to a frog person or to yourself by these people. We'll have to see what happens next time. So tune in about a month out. Travis gets to join us again, hopefully. Be back with us, and we'll
William.
see what Pete is really after in the next session. That's going to wrap us up, and I'll let.
Is it the blood of my ancestors?
Go with the blood, always with the blood with you. The frog people.
It's very potent.
Apparently. Awesome. Cool.
it.
Well, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Thanks for listening in your favorite podcast app and checking us out on YouTube. Thanks to our sponsors like Beard Balm Brush. Yes, stroke the beard, Manderson. Stroke it. That's gonna be weird in audio. I apologize.
Hey.
Everyone,
Thank
stop
you.
stroking it on camera. Anyway, Beard Balm Brush. You can use the code CAPELESS, get 15% off a beard balm brush. That is beeswax, beard balm, beard oil in a nice little prickly brush shape to brush right through your beard. Cut out the middleman. You don't need all the extra products. You just got one right there. Code CAPELESS gets 15% off. Also, say you want to roll
Like us.
like some of us. Say you want to roll like Minnie mainly. You can go to Critical Dice. Use the code CAPELESS. Get 15% off your dice, your hooks, your books, and your gear for your D&D campaign. Or say you want some comics.
Yeah.
You want some paps.
Yeah.
You want some hat sass.
Say what?
You want to play with some pegs. Paps.
Giddy.
Blue ribbon.
Yeah, you want some,
Pergs?
yeah, exactly. Some pergs. You want to do all that. You should come down
Where?
to Empire's Comics Vault. They're located at
1120 Fulton Avenue.
Sweet K.
Yeah. For all things related to the Capeless Crusader Network, that is our network of all kinds of shows, you can go to thecapelesscrusaders.com. That is our hub on the internet. From there, you can find all the social medias, the varying things, links, Patreon, YouTube, all those things. You can give us money if you like us. If you don't like us, you should still give us money because,
Maybe you'll like us more.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe if you buy our friendship, we'll suddenly seem more interesting.
That could
I'm
be.
not pitching this very well.
We've also,
Just be invested.
Thank
I will
you for
say,
being
we've also got
a
cool
friend.
new content coming for
Yes.
Patreon stuff. So
Awesome.
that is
We're gonna do all
Yes.
kinds of cool stuff. We're overhauling the whole website. It is currently a work in progress. Our Who We Are section has already been updated a little bit and is going to be updated some more. We're gonna get links to all the shows because we got so many of them. We have things like crossover, which are we getting a crossover this week?
This week, yeah.
What is this week's topic?
We're going to be finishing off the long Halloween because it's a long
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean it's January, dude. Like,
I know.
take down the decorations.
I left them up so we could finish
Just
it.
unplug it.
Okay.
Crossover. You're like, what's crossover? You say. So we have Manderson. Manderson is he's a comic book guy. He's got a little bit of sports background, but he's mainly a comic guy. Now your brother,
Yeah.
Danderson, their parents were weird like that. Danderson is a sports guy with a little bit
There's
of
a
comics.
theme to the naming of the children.
That's how it works. Sanderson. And so you can listen to Crossover to hear your brother, who is very knowledgeable about sports, but also very welcoming, very good wealth of knowledge, good at explaining, and you, who are also very welcoming and a wealth of knowledge when it comes to comic books, talking about and comparing notes on each other's topics. Talk about sporting events that you might not be super familiar with, and or comics that he is not. Did I get that right?
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty talented.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
You're very talented.
Or say you want the Dame Patrol.
Hot Dame.
The ladies
Dame.
across the way from me. Now, I'm not going to try to give a tagline to that one because they are much better at it than I am. You can find the Dame Patrol there. And what is the Dame Patrol, ladies?
Is everybody looking at me?
Do you want me to do it?
I don't know.
What? All right.
I mean,
we are your vigilant Mrs. 3, here to lead you in all the lovely things nerdy. And remember, we have no gates. We are welcoming to everyone,
Even the Froggos.
even the
Even
Froggos.
the
The network has no capes and no gates.
Yep.
New tagline.
Sometimes I like wearing capes, but not on the air.
Yeah, depends. Sometimes when we're at our house, we're just wearing our
Yeah, that's
boxers.
that's where we wear
it's
them.
kind of it's weird.
Oh, and then should we mention our sponsor?
Yes, we have Quill and Ink Alchemical Company. Quill and Ink.
They're new.
They're new.
They literally just partnered with us within the last
Hour? 2 hours?
2 hours. But of course, you can do 15% off with the code
Hot Dame.
Hot Dame
Hot Dame.
on their Etsy. You can totally plug them into the Google, but they're www.etsy.com/shop Quill and Ink Alchemy. So 15% off with the code.
Hot Dame.
We ought to link to your section of the website so that we can go right to it.
And
at
their
that.
We'll toss
scents,
the thing
their
in the
scents
gram.
are delightful.
Their scents are sensational.
Ooh,
Sensational indeed.
puns.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Got
And
'em.
say it's early Sunday morning, you've woken up, you're not going to church. Maybe you went to Saturday night mass or Thursday night mass
Or Sunday or Saturday night service. It's
you
contemporary.
know, or
I
you
watch
or-
it before
or-
I go to church.
or you sack. Oh, okay. No, or
Yeah, you go to a cool church. It's late.
yeah, or you're sacrificing
Good
rubber
melon.
chickens upon an altar of blood. Who knows?
Sweet.
Yeah,
Kwanzaa.
yeah. You can check out
What
Sunday
time?
Coffee with the Azorian one. The Azorian one, Anthony Steves, who unfortunately Tumblr #1, it is his vehicle, was in the shop tonight. But you can check out Sunday Coffee with the Azorian one. He talks about whatever he wants to talk about. It's everywhere from comics to movies to soundtracks, everything in between. Join him while he tries to rein in his children and have some coffee on a Sunday. We're not going up on a Tuesday. That being said, my name is, of course, David Berry, at Dr. Berry on varying social media platforms. We're going to go to the left. Take two. We're going to go to the left this time again, but we're going to introduce our guest. Say your whole. What's your character's name again? That was a really long name.
Well, I kind of came up with it on the fly, honestly, so I don't really remember.
You don't even remember what it was.
I'm pretty sure it was
Pete Tholomew.
Bartholomew Quilstradamus is what I went with.
William.
Good.
We're like, that's too
I guess
many
we
words.
landed with Quilliam. So,
William.
We'll do all of them. But you are in real life. Where can we find you? Who are you?
you can find me all over the place.
It doesn't belong in your
Twitter,
face.
Instagram, YouTube, at another XYZ. Twitter and Instagram, it's mainly me just reposting memes. I'm not going to lie. On YouTube, I do dramatic dramatic Reddit readings. So if you're into that kind of thing, come check that out.
Hey.
Also, you can find me here on Twitch at FYAStream, EFFYEAHSTREAM.
Whoa.
I pretty much stream whatever game I feel like playing, mostly Smash Brothers lately. There's a lot of cussy words in that, so make sure you have your fancy earphones in, or make sure there's no children around, because
Yeah.
it gets a little wild. But yeah, that's where you can find me.
Nice.
Dig it.
Across the way, the dame's tray.
Yes, the Dame's Trace. Yeah. One could say the Trace Hermanas.
My favorite taco shop.
Sponsor us. Sponsor.
Sponsor us.
Hashtag not spawn. I have been Earth76 Estevez, the Batman, but you guys can find me at Dame Egg Sauce, that is Dame EG Sauce, on that there Instaswam.
And I am Stephanie, and you can find me at Dame of the Galaxy on Instagram. And then over here, hugging her new water bottle is...
Me and Growly. This is Amy. You can find me at iJaneURobot on the varying social media platforms, and I promise this is not full of alcohol. You can ask David.
It might
And
be.
next door, who gets to sit next to... He didn't get to show off his swanky new pin.
But I did get to show off my awesome new mug.
It's true.
It's getting lit. Don't take a sip. Tell us your name.
That's his name.
Well,
I
you know,
segued so
the
well.
episode is done when it's empty, and so there you go.
Yep.
Anyway, my name is Manderson at Son of Mander on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you for joining us. Back over to you, David.
For the Capeless Crusaders and the Dame Patrol. Good night.
Nice.